This is July 31st, another video of the outside, but this is going to be a little bit of a nature walk. So, like I had mentioned on a previous video a couple minutes ago, the vegetation this time of year is just tremendous. It's really thick, and I haven't been up here this year to mow with the Kubota, so it's really thick. So I'm walking down pretty much from off the kitchen down in through the woods. And this is kind of the path that the sewage will take, so that's what we'll call it, so the sewage run. But anyways, come down through here. This is a much nicer little area down here. A lot of nuts on the ground. There's some hickory nuts that fell off prematurely. See those all over the place. So the ones that stayed on through the winter or the spring storms will be much more mature and better eating, I'm assuming. But down in here, in that clearing down there where you can see the sunlight, you might be able to see some pink flags down there. That essentially is the right-hand side of the septic system. So that daylight was caused because I cut down a tree that was about 1.5 feet round. But come down through here, got some nice thick vegetation up on the left-hand side, and you might be able to see in the video, you can see the rock wall up there. But so I've got stuff growing down here, all kinds of stuff. Nothing that I planted. Well, actually, I planted a pumpkin plant in there somewhere. I'm not even sure where it's at. I forget. But you come down through here, and this used to be the old logging trail. And eventually I'd like to try to cover up as much vegetation on this trail with chipper stuff from chipping the wood and stuff. But that's another look at the whole spot where the sand mound's going to go. So we cleared that out pretty well. So keep coming down here. We have, oh, I forgot one thing. I have to go back up. Again, nice little daylight in there. And there's this really cool carving on this tree I have to show everybody. Somebody came in here and carved something, so kind of cute. But anyways, one with a tour. So this area was logged about 15-20 years ago, from what the neighbors told us, and this was the path that I think they brought everything up, and then where the house sits a little bit out that way is where I think was their work area from what I saw before. But anyways, we come out here, and this logging road actually goes down and straight down over the hill, but our property actually ends at that dirt road. There's a small cabin that a family lives in down around there, but that just kind of follows the contour of our property. But definitely a lot of trees here. You can see the just overabundance of different kinds of trees and all kinds of noisy insects and things like that, which I love. Coming up through here, then, this is the other path that they created with the logging. And last year I was mowing this with the Kubota, so it won't be too much to get this back into shape again. And it's a nice walking path once the weeds are down below ankle length. In the wintertime, we've got buck rubs around here. Had some nice, pretty large sized buck rubs this past winter. You can see the neighbor's house. That's our closest neighbor right now, Ed, over there. That's where the sports car lives, over in that his garage. And you can see the road that the people behind us come down. So that's the edge of our property. And here's a nice shot of the rock wall, and way back in the distance you might be able to still see Kathy in her blue shirt looking at the house. So coming up here, still got a good pile of rocks, and this section right here to the right of this rock pile is our backup septic system. So in theory we're not supposed to be doing anything with this, and I think this is going to be a fire pit out here. I'm going to make like a little campfire ring with some of those rocks, and that's what we'll do with this spot. But this is coming in obviously to the back of the garage. I got one big door back there just in case I want to drive something big through. And it's a good, nice little tour. You can see our piles of topsoil that they scraped off. We're saving that, I guess, to the very end to spread that back out. So even my topsoil needs mowed. I'm getting a little behind out here on cleaning up. Anyways, coming up side of the garage, and that was a nice little tour of 3/4 of, well, maybe half of the property. But that's about it. July 31st.